Hey, what's going on, everybody? On the beach today, doing a little podcast episode. You feel me? Yo, it's crazy. I want to give a shout out, you know what I mean, to all the models out there that's actually getting paid gigs and stuff like that. I had a model hit me up the other day asking me, like, how do I feel about like models, having a hard time getting like paid gigs and stuff like that in the industry. And like, I'm gonna just get straight to the point with it, you know what I mean? Because like this son, I feel like I'm gonna have to talk about a whole bunch of times just for it to get through to people and stuff like that. But the biggest thing with it is it really comes down to communication. You feel me? Like a lot of models, they think that it comes down to, how you look and if you're really good on social media and stuff like that. But it really comes down to your communication skills. Like whenever you meet clientele in person, like can you really like negotiate with them? Can you see what their biggest areas of concern with when it comes to getting their business to the next level, and see how you as a model could really help them get to the next level. Like you gotta understand, like anyone could take a picture and pose in front of a camera, but it's the models that actually know about how to really communicate with designers to see, okay, how can I best help your brand out? Like, do you need me to go out and represent your brand? Do you need me to actually be the face of your brand? Do you need me to go and market in? Do you need like a social media representative? Like you got to figure out, okay, what do they really need help with? Because a lot of designers, they do need help, you know what I mean? And they sometimes they don't really always want to ask for and stuff like that. So you kind of got to sit with them, conversate with them, pick their brain a little bit and see, okay, I see that's what they really need help with. Okay, or you say, I see that's what they really need help with based on whatever they talking about, you know what I mean? So you want to just always try to have that initial conversation with them. Like you don't, and that's another thing with it too. I'm gonna be talking more about that later on, but like the whole initial interaction with them, like you never want to come across like you looking just for money and stuff like that. You want to come across as you somebody who you genuinely like this brand, you genuinely like what they got going on, and you want to help this brand get to the next level. You want to be, a supporter of this brand. So once they feel that vibe of like, oh, okay, this kid genuinely cares about my brand, they're going to want to pay you, you know what I mean, to help them out, because they know that, okay, especially people that got money. And that's something that I'm going to definitely talk about more later on in the podcast, because it's so many areas with it, you know what I mean? Like the communication is the biggest part, but a lot of times too, when it comes to models not getting paid, I'm going to hit it too, like the designers too, you know what I mean? Like it's a lot of designers nowadays that they just don't really want to put the money into this brand the way designers used to back in the day. And it ties back into the models, you know what I mean? Because you got models in social media where it's like anybody could say they're a model now, and then anybody's willing to do it for free with the shoot. So it's like that's when the communication really comes into play, because anybody could just take a photo, like anybody could just look nice on the camera, but it's the models who really know how to communicate with the designers that's going to really lock in them big time deals. All right, so it's a nice day out here. I'm on the beach. I'm gonna be talking a little bit more on the podcast, so just stay tuned, you know what I mean? All right, so if you have any other questions about modeling like that, definitely send me a DM, send us an email. I answer on the podcast. All right.